In the busy world around us, you probably find it hard to juggle your life. And most people do. It's tough to focus on what matters and manage time to do it all. We're all very busy, but are you getting anything done? I run a YouTube channel, an online training business, and I consult with companies. I'm also a speaker and a mother to a toddler. I wanted an easier way to take control of my life and time so I can do what matters to me and try to enjoy it at the same time. And after reading hundreds of books and research on productivity, I finally developed an effective strategy based on my own personal experience on what finally worked for me to become very productive. In this video, I will share 5 simple strategies. They will help to boost your focus, motivation, and productivity. These strategies are helpful if you often procrastinate on your to-do list and feel demotivated. But first, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Storyblocks, and more on them later in the video. Number 1 is to manage your dopamine. So one of the first things that I used to do when I woke up was I would grab my phone by the bed and then I would scroll through my missed notifications overnight. Does this sound familiar? I was literally attached to my phone. It never really left by my side day and night. And then I found some research on dopamine in the brain. It showed that my morning habit of checking my phone destroyed my focus. I'm literally pumping my brain full of dopamine as soon as I wake up. And it's a chemical linked to motivation, focus, and taking action towards your goals. So you might think that it's a good thing, but here's why we're harming our productivity. We all have a base level dopamine in our brains. It can spike or drop based on what we do. And we want to keep our dopamine fairly constant, not too high or too low. And if I overload my dopamine in the morning in my brain, it will come down and crash later. So besides keeping your phone away from your bedside, avoid checking it first thing in the morning while you get ready for the day. To manage your dopamine levels, try to get 10 to 30 minutes of morning sunlight. So I'm also a big fan of moderation. It helps your body and brain adjust over time. So start slowly adjusting your dopamine level. Instead of quitting everything at once, do things gradually to allow your body to adjust. Instead of not checking your phone at all, set a time to check it when your concentration is low, right? So for example, do it for 20-30 minutes, 1 to 2 hours after you wake up. Then just have specific times of the day instead of checking it constantly. Number 2 is to plan your day and time the night before. There are lots of videos on YouTube that talks about the ideal morning routine, but so many don't talk about the evening routine. And I think your evening routine is just as important as your morning one. A really well-structured night set the stage for a productive day. So end each day by identifying your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. And then you tackle these things first thing in the morning. Whether you write them down or schedule them, make sure you get those priorities done. And anything more than those 3 is just a bonus. So I plan my business, my social media content, this YouTube channel, parenting tasks, and any personal errands I need to do for life. And I do all this in my digital planner in Notion, which changed the way that I plan my day forever. So in Notion, I built a life planner that helps me to plan so many ongoing projects, plus all my personal things into one. And you can check it out in the link in the description below as well. Number 3 is embracing some mindfulness meditation in my life. Now, mindfulness meditation is what really rewired my busy mind and improved my productivity profoundly. And practicing this daily really helped me to focus in the present moment and focus on me without judgment. So someone once said this to me, if you're too busy to meditate, you probably need it now. And one of the biggest realization that changed my view on mindfulness is that you can practice it anywhere and anytime. You could do it in a moment to yourself, like when you're washing dishes or doing laundry. It's not just for when you're sitting down to meditate on a cushion or do yoga, but both of these activities can help you to be more mindful anyway. And mindfulness, they really help you to find peace and clarity in a very noisy world. That's what really helped me, is that it can also improve your focus and productivity because of that. And there's no right or wrong way to start doing mindfulness meditation. You can begin with just 1 minute, then build this into a long-term habit. And James Clear, as you know, that I love his books on this channel, he thinks that by making it easy and frictionless is the best way to start doing more regular habits like this. And I think just like brushing your teeth, exercise, sleep, we all need to rest our brain as much as we use it. And I use mindfulness to calm down from the daily stressful inputs from 1,000 things in my mind. I use an app called Calm. You might have heard of it. It has a selection of meditations that you can choose from. And most days when I'm busy, I just sit in silence. It quiets my mind and gives me a rare moment of peace that we all need from time to time, and really helps me to focus on what I need to do at the moment. Speaking of creating productive habits, this applies to tools you use as well. And that's why I love story blogs. I love using natural footage to tell a story in my videos and inspire millions of viewers on this channel. And I absolutely love this ultimate stock media subscription. It gives me an unlimited downloads of high quality royalty-free assets that I can use in all of my creations. Whether it's 4K videos, music, sound effects, everything you need is in one place to save time and really help to elevate your content. You can check it out yourself in the link in the description or at storyblocks.com/Lori Wang. Now back to the video. And number 4 is staying motivated with intention. Without intention, you have no purpose. Motivation is simply the purpose for acting the way you do to do something towards your goal. Instead of being productive just for the sake of it, we should all ask ourselves and ask yourself why you're becoming productive. What is the intention for all of this? So what gets you out of bed in the morning? This is that inner game and work that only you can do. Nobody can tell you what it is. And you already know. If you click on this video, you probably know what it is. And you might be distracted because you're chasing different goals. Maybe these goals don't match your purpose in life. So I write in my journal daily. It helps me to manage my thoughts, remember my purpose, clarify my intentions. And sometimes, for example, I reflect on why I started this YouTube channel in the first place, given how much work goes into each video. And I realized I really wanted to help others succeed. We live in a digital economy where anyone can learn from anywhere, just like I did. And this channel is my way of sharing what I learned to help others. This is what drives me to keep showing up here. Sometimes, maybe it's not a lack of productivity or motivation. You just might be chasing the wrong goals and avoiding your real intentions. And number 5 is a healthy lifestyle. Unfortunately, I think due to this hustle culture, I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I bought into this idea of getting things done at all costs. That means skipping my meals, sleeping less, and rarely having time for friends and family. I also had no time for exercise. And because of that, I burned out so many times. I finally understood this quote that your health is your wealth. And without a healthy body, I couldn't do anything. My constant sickness made me more unproductive. I just pushed myself too hard. If I'm sleep deprived, my work is average, right? And I can't even think straight. If I'm eating junk food, if I didn't work out, I would have no energy and my attention would be scattered all over the place. It's only when I made these keystone habit changes, I started seeing real momentum in my work. I felt better and showed up with more energy. And keystone habits are these small changes that lead to big improvements. They're like dominoes, creating knock-on positive habits and results one by one. And some of these include things like getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly. So for example, let's say you haven't exercised for a while and you start with a simple 10-minute walk around the neighborhood. And then that makes you feel good and refreshed to start your work. Then maybe you progress to a 30-minute walk and then a 10-minute run. Eventually, you jog every morning. That endorphin and oxygen boosts your energy and your mood. And studies have shown that people who exercise are more productive at work than those who don't. If you feel good physically, you're likely to be in a better mood and you also have the energy to get things done. Now, I think if you can make some changes from this video, I'm 99% certain that you'll see improvements in your life. You'll become more productive, you get the most important things done, and that will help you to move forward and feel good. If you like this video, you might also enjoy these other ones here, and let me know which tips you'll try in your life. I'm Lori, and thank you so much for being here.